Not caring what other people think about you is a huge topic, and that's why I'm answering these questions about how you can work on that. Number one, it's important to remember everybody has their own story and issues going on inside their own minds and hearts and body. So we're all we're all in our own little vessel that we can't see what is going on. And just to really remember that there is our own internal world and past pain and interpretations that vary and differ from person to person. Even though we want understanding so bad, or we think somebody can really clearly get what we're feeling and seeing and saying, just remember it's all different. And understanding and love are really the end goal. So when you're looking to be liked by everybody and not care what other people think, there's over billions of people on the planet, right? What is it, 9 billion people? So give it up, let it go. We're not going to be able to convince 9 billion people to love us the way we are. And we don't have to. That's not our job. That's somebody bigger. God, the divine, whatever you want to call it. So I would say that would be the second step. And then the third is all you need is approval of yourself. And it's visualize if there are gates of heaven, whatever your religious or spiritual beliefs are, bring that in now. If it's nature, if it's God, if it's some divine power. And at the end of life, you're face to face with that divinity. That's all that matters, is how that divinity sees you and you see yourself. Are you at peace with who you've become? Have you corrected your wrongs? Are you owning your part? Are you becoming more humble and a better person and loving on all levels? That's what matters over what people think. Because what people think isn't the end all. That's not the hierarchy. The hierarchy is between you and spirit. And if you're good with that and you're showing up for yourself, then that's where the peace is. Peace of mind, because you're doing all you can to be the best person you can. Let me give an example. Recently before I did this work, something happened, I would have been triggered. Let's say 10 is not good, like activated, upset, frustrated, angry, confused, sad, all those words would be a 10. This situation that just happened was about a 1 or a 2. It barely affected me, so we will get tested. And it was an old dear friend of mine who I lost touch with. We had a falling out. Recently got back to me that she told somebody else that the ways that I had wronged her. Now, those didn't feel true to me. I know in my heart those were not true. And even if they were a little bit, I had already corrected those with her, and she was proud of me about that. So when I set my boundary with this person or put my foot down, she didn't want to own her part. So for me to not care what she thinks is a huge deal. And to hear recently, after I have over the years reached out lovingly, for her not to respond but yet judge me does not feel good. But quickly I use my tools, because that, instead of feeling butthurt about it, this person is showing me that she can't show up the same way I am. It's not about right or wrong or good or bad or judgment. It's I'm reaching out with love. She's not coming back with love. She's coming back with judgment to somebody else that got back to me that doesn't feel true to me. So what it's teaching me is that she's not willing to look at herself, because I believe if two people can both reconcile or forgive or understand, then each person should own their part, apologize for any wrongs they did, and move forward from there. And if one party can't do that, then there's your answer, and that's where I'm at peace instead of being hurt. Like I said, I was for a brief moment, like, eesh. And I was like, I'm not going to let that get to me, because that's projection. What she really said about me was about her. And I know that in my heart, because I have talked to her about those issues, and she's admitted those issues within herself, and I've admitted whatever issues within me and told her how I worked on them, and she was proud of me. So the fact that more happened and I got firmer as I was betrayed and lied to, and that this person didn't own their betrayal and lies, but just stayed with judging something very, very old, is my answer. So should I really care what she thinks of me? No. Should you really care what everyone thinks of you? If you have done everything you can to be the best you can, No. And here's another great example with this situation. As I was reaching out, like it's kind of like the 12-step program where you reach out and make right your wrongs. I had a couple people do it to me, and I immediately responded with love and gratitude for them, because I know how hard it is to own your part and to reach out and be the bigger person. And I was thrilled that they did that. And I was like, I moved into the present so quickly. I was like, thank you so much, moving on. And so when I did that, the people that can't respond that way to me shows me where they are, and that's okay. So I hope that helps for today, and you can let go of some of the past and caring what people think. More next time.